But Duro and Devontae and Duro, that's their real names. Devontae and Duro, they hung out in my studio all the time. They would be in my studio all the time, and they'd be banging on the drums, driving me crazy while I'm in there trying to make beats. I'm like, man, come on, man, what y'all doing? Hey, Duro on the drums and Ralfy trying to push on the MPC, trying to figure out what stuff they were, how the beats work and everything. So
right. And so were you were you teaching them how to make music, or they were just kind of figuring it out themselves?
I was pretty much teaching them, like, this is what you do. You know, I started every last one of my kids. I tell them, I said, look, you want to play drums? This is what you do. This is what you do. You got to learn this first if you want to play drums. Paradiddle, paradiddle. Well, what is that, Dad? Okay, it's just right, left, 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 right, left, left. Because, you know, I was trying to teach them the rudiments of being, you know, a good drummer. So I started them off with that. And they kind of really didn't take heed to the drumming. They didn't really, this is not something I want to do. But they would always be on the mic, always playing around with the microphone. So probably right there, that transition kind of, you know, like curved them into, you know what I'm saying, once they took their street stories and said, we finna rap about this.
Right. Do you remember the first time they actually made a song, and which one of them it would have been who first did a song? Like actually recorded it and everything?
I would say with Duro. Duro would hide his raps. When he was living with me, when I told you I brought him in there and the teacher gave me the kids, I would be like, what do you keep stuffing up under the bed? Why are you every time I come in here, you stuffing something up under the bed? So he would be hiding his raps up under the bed. Remember that? He used to be hiding his raps up under the bed. I'm like, well, let me see what you got. And he would just be writing these little raps and stuff like that. But I guess he was just ashamed. He didn't know if his raps were good. But he was trying to write songs back then.
Right, definitely. So, when would you say that, like, you know, Drakeo the Ruler starts to become a thing, when it starts to seem like he's actually taking the music side of things serious?
Well, I say once they fully start overriding the mom's perimeter, I would say that was probably around about 14 and 15. That was it. They started curving into, okay, we in these streets, you know, because they had a little dance group and stuff. They was doing the jerk. They was jerking. Him and Ralfy was jerking and going to the malls and all that stuff and jerking. And then it went from that into, okay, we finna start telling our stories about what we doing in the streets. So it went like that.
Definitely. How much communication were you having with them at that time?
It was hard because, like I said, it was literally the cat and mouse game. You know, I come over there sometimes and it's a break my heart. I mean, I come over there sometimes and I bring the kids toys for Christmas. She throw them all in the street, let the cars run over them.
Really? So she was that adamantly against you being involved in their lives?
Look in the rearview mirror and the cars are smashing all the toys, running them over.
Outside of her influence, like, how did you feel like they were basically, you know, kind of going with their mom overall? Like,
they love their mother.
Yeah.
You know, those are boys. Boys cling to the mother most of the time, and girls cling to the dad. And so they love their mother. And, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm, you know, not to throw her under the bus or anything like that. She did the best that she can, but these are boys. They need their dad. When I say, sit down, you're not going nowhere, I said, you're not going. That's going to be it. Mom say, sit down, boy, you ain't going nowhere. He at the donut shop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how it go. Dad got that firmness about him. He could just point to the kid and be like, sit down. And the kid is going to be like, you know what? I'm not trying to try my dad.
Right. How were you getting by at this time? Because you were doing music all along, but were you ever like making money?
I was the master entrepreneur, man.
Okay.
I sold Rottweiler puppies. I sold pet bull puppies. I sold the vehicles, you know what I'm saying? Buy it from the auction. Because back then, remember, people used to get the car from the auction. Right. I'm going to get this piece of crap from the auction and put a little bit of money into it and flip it. All those games were, you know, back then, us the guys from my generation, we really had to know how to do something. Everybody wasn't trapping, and everybody wasn't kicking grandma in the head, snatching her purse. We had to know how to do something, man. Like, we really had to know how to do something.
Right. Were you like cautious enough to want to only take part in legal schemes, or were you?
I had to do it legal. I was Mr. Legal.
Really? You just always kind of had that insight that you didn't want to go to jail?
No, it's just not that. It's just the way I was raised. My mom was the evangelist. My mom was the director of the church choir. And she dragged me to the rehearsals. That's how I got into drums and music. Because I would be there, and sometimes that drummer didn't show up. At this time, I'm 5. So I would just be like, oh, I'm trying to mess around with these drums or whatever. And so that's how I got into music. So my mom was really, really a spiritual lady. And she was the one who realistically all of us got it from, because she, like I said, she was the director of the church choir, my mom. She wrote plays for the church. She did all of that. So, yeah.
So it actually got through to you. You're like the one kid who like their parents told them do the right thing, and you
yeah.
Okay.
And you know, to reap what you sow. She was my mom karma, bro. Yeah, the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not. You know, my mom was not playing. You would, and if you act like you wasn't paying attention and listening, she was gonna pick you and choose you the one. You going to all the tent revivals with me. You're going to be the kid that I drag to every church thing. That's what my mom was.
For sure. So you never...
And she picked on me. That's like my mom. I don't know what it was. My mom used to always be like, you're the one that's coming with me all the time. Like, why me? You know?
For sure. So you never robbed a house back in the day. They cooked that up themselves?
Yeah, I never did anything. I never did stuff like that.
Okay.
They definitely wouldn't have been doing that shit living with me.
For sure. Were you getting fucked up during this time period of your life too? Like,
no, my first drink was at 35. I had my first beer at 35 years old.
Why'd you wait that long?
It just wasn't something that I would say I would be into. But then once I started drinking, because it was like I was 35 years old, it's like, oh, this is what I've been missing. So I kind of went far, and I turned into a habitual clubber.
Really?
Yeah, because you know how they say like, oh, the Catholic school girls, them is the ones you want to get to because they the worst. Once I started, it was bad.
Really?
Yeah.
So you just spent years wearing like Hollywood and shit, or more like local shit? I was going to the
Bistro 880 in Carson. I was going to the Lakewood Hop, the Player's Choice. All these people know me from them spots, man. The Carolina West. Oh, man, those was the days.
Right, definitely. If you haven't checked out Everything 420 yet, you are definitely missing out. From glass gear to infused sweets, they've got one of the best lineups online. They ship fast, it's always discreet, and their app makes shopping too easy. The deals are always running, and you can use code NOJUMPER for a little bonus at checkout. Shout out Everything 420.